Okay then, it's raining today. It's been raining for 3 days in a row. It's kind of like, Noah's in the ark, 40 days and 40 nights gathered in all animals. Well, it's not exactly like Noah's ark, because it's only been 3 days and all the animals I got gathered in is Charlie and Daisy. But I mean, it's raining and it doesn't promote feelings that makes you want to be outside doing stuff, so I'm doing stuff inside here so that I won't be doing stuff outside. And I thought I'd talk about guns a little bit more. I made a video the other day talking about that belly band holster, which I like a lot. I would say some more about that, but my neighbor came over and his wife wanted to borrow it. She had a belly band holster she didn't like very much, and she wanted to try mine out with her pistol, so she took it home and she ain't never give it back yet. So I still ain't got it back, so I can't talk about that belly band holster. But she liked it because it had a pistol thing with a little strap on it, and that way it wouldn't pop out and all. But what I was wanting to talk about didn't have anything to do with that. I made the comment in that other one that this little gun here, this is a Ruger, what do they call this? LCP, stands for Lonely Car Part. No, it stands for little concealed pistol, little bitty concealed pistol. It's LCPII. I don't know what it stands for, but it's a good gun. I like this gun. I bought this. I actually bought it from the lady that's got my holster right now. Yeah, one thing about it, down here in the South, all the women carry guns. I mean, I talked to 4 or 5 women last week. Every one of them was talking about their guns and their belly band holster, and one was putting up pictures on Facebook of her and her husband out shooting and saying she just swapped in her Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm for another gun, and he just, she's everybody, all women down here in the South. Having a gun is like having a diamond ring for women up north. It's anyway. So what I was going to say, I'm watching my little dog because I don't want her to go back there and pee on the rug. Anyway, what I was going to say is I might have besmirched the reputation of this little Ruger LCP2, because I said something about the trigger pull wasn't hard enough for me to carry it without a safety on it. But that ain't actually true. And my wife has a little 38 2-inch snub-nose pistol with laser sights on it, and she likes to run in the neighborhood here. But we've had sightings of some wild dogs, and these are scary-looking big dogs that come around people's deer feeders at night, and like pit bulls and stuff like that. And we've had some, one of my other neighbors is telling me there's a lot of coyotes around here and such as that. And, we got a couple little dogs, and if she was out running with one of our little dogs and it got attacked either by a wild dog or a coyote, she'd either have to watch our dog die or jump in and try to save it, and then she might die, or shoot it with a gun. And since all the women down here carry guns, my wife's from up north, she's not normally what I would think of as a big gun toter, but I think she's starting to think a little bit more about toting a gun for those reasons. We live way out in the sticks, by the way. I should explain that. We're not in downtown Detroit or nothing like that. But anyway, we was talking about guns the other day. I said, well, really, if you're going to be running, you actually ought to have a gun just about like this. This little Ruger LCP2 is super lightweight and super small. And really, if you got a bullet chamber, all you got to do is pull it out and shoot it. I mean, it's a little hard for her with her woman hands to cock this thing. But when there's a bullet in the chamber, let me take the bullets out of here. Here's the clip right here. And I'm going to just pop this thing back. Well, I just pop this thing back. Hang on a second. I'll point it at my knees now. Bullets out of it. You see me through there? Yeah. Ain't no bullets in the chamber. Okay. So, what I was about to say here was that for her to do this, it's kind of easy for me. It's actually a really easy gun to do. It's hard for her to do that. But what I said we could do is just put a bullet in the chamber. And I said this thing had a soft enough trigger pull so that, not having a safety, it might go off in your pocket. But that's not really true. This trigger goes back to there and nothing happens. And then once it gets to there, you have to pull it pretty hard to get it to go the rest of the way. And on top of that, it fits in this little holster like this right here, so that the whole bullet thing is covered up. So if you're running with it, all of this is covered up. And of course, you pull this out, it'll come out and holster, stay in your pocket. I was thinking about getting a laser sight to go on the front of this, and I believe there'd be room in this holster for that laser sight to work, but that's another story. But anyway, after I made I made a really bad, review of a belly band holster, and I felt bad about it. But after I made that, I was talking to my wife about this. Then I went to my neighbor's house, and he had this M&P 9mm shield. Take the bullets out of it. Bullets out. Through the chamber. Nothing in that. Y'all see me through the hole there. No bullets in that. And this gun is pretty light. I mean, pretty light. I sound like Barney Fife when I said that, didn't it? This gun was Andy. No, this gun here is a little bigger than that Smith & Wesson, that Ruger LCP, but it's not a lot heavier. It's a little heavier. And for me, being a man, I am a man. You know, I can prove it if I have to. But don't make me. For me, if I had this in that belly band, I actually fit in that belly band pretty good. And it's not super heavy. And I was thinking, I actually stuck this in my back pocket the other day and went into town, and nobody saw it, nobody noticed it. And I actually kind of forgot it was back there because it was pretty comfortable. So I'm thinking that what I think I might do is, I got a lot of choices for carry guns. I got a lot, you know, I'm not a gun guy. I mean, I'm not dangerous. I'm not Hitchcock 45 or anything like that. But because I'm mechanical, I've always liked the mechanics of a gun. They're really well-made, well-crafted metal mechanical things, and I've always admired that. So I've always, you know, acquired them when I could. Besides, you know, if you get a gun, they always are worth more, not less. And now that the political, you know, activities are happening, a lot of people are scared that people are going to come take all their guns away. So it doesn't hurt to have a few extra. You know, you can lose them in a boating accident, and people never know you have them, such as that. But what was I saying? Anyway, all I was saying was I like this little M&P. I hadn't even fired it yet. I got a lot of guns I ain't fired. You know, sometimes I just buy a gun and I think, well, I'm going to shoot that one of these days, and I hadn't yet. But, dang, I wish I could remember what I was going to talk about. Anyway, I guess all I really wanted to say was that this little Ruger LCPII is a darn good little gun, and I think it's safe to carry with a, and everybody does. I went on YouTube and I watched all the YouTube videos, and everybody's talking about, yeah, leave one in the chamber, it won't go off. It's not an easy enough pull where it takes that much pressure to make that thing go off. So I think that's a safe enough gun for her to stick in her pocket, and I think this is a pretty good enough gun for me. Actually, I kind of like a little bigger. I actually wanted a 45. He had a 45 like this, and it was not a whole lot bigger. But I actually like this one for me, and it's got that little, woo, look at that. Careful, y'all. I'm dangerous. No. I was pointing it at you, but I wouldn't have pulled the trigger, honest. So that's my gun review of. Actually, that wasn't actually a gun review of the M&P shield. Just me waving it around is all that was, and it's pretty much the same with this thing. I could have took it out and shot at that things, and you could watch, you know, dirt kicking up and such. But it's raining outside, and I ain't gonna go out there, and I ain't gonna do that. So anyway, if you came here looking for a real good review of either one of these guns, you're probably disappointed. But you know what? Life is full of disappointments, so just get over it, okay? Just get over it. That's all I'm going to say about that right there. So, we'll see y'all later. I hope you have a good day. And if you don't, it's your own fault, because y'all straighten up and do right. Amen and hallelujah. Y'all got anything you want to add? If you do, just write it on a piece of paper, wrap it up in a $100 bill, and mail it to my wife. She needs it to buy more lipstick and fingernail polish and such as that.